points list, clan list, ban list, man list, flan list, ram list, team Sam list. We're here with Farfa's favorite format ever, Genesys format. Oh, I love Genesys format. So every time there's been a new points list, clan list, ban list, we've set up a tournament, but unfortunately, it just doesn't really work this weekend. A lot of people are going to be busy with the Duelist Cup for Mastedo. Dare I say TCG players also play Mastedo. I know it's crazy to think, but there is crossover sometimes. So there's a Genesys tournament maybe next week. We'll see. So, you know, pay attention and stuff. We might be hosting it, so join the Discord and things like that. But unfortunately, I don't think there's really much time to do it this weekend. So let's check out the clan list here. So first and foremost, we've got Konami overviewed their latest pointless adjustment, which you can learn about here. So I believe they should also probably have a blog post accompanying this with a explanation. Can someone link me the I assume this has an accompanying post here. Let's take a look at the cards first of all. So Faimina's bumped up to 30, which is, I suppose, going to make Draco Tail even harder to beat now, to build, because that deck was pretty much like 90-ish points just with Engine. And that's not including the fact that you can play, what's the word I'm looking for? Maximum copies of some cards, like Arthalion. Now, the weird thing about this is, like, I'd argue that Faimina is one of, like, the interesting interactions of the archetype and deck. You know, the quick play on your opponent's turn type thing. I'm hoping when it comes to TCG Advanced Format ban list that they don't hit those cards. People might feel differently about Genesys because it's supposed to be yesterday's gameplay today, low-powered format. So perhaps it's good that they kill these cards. I think it just depends on who you ask. But for Genesys format, maybe it's best that Faimina isn't part of the natural gameplay. But on top of that, they also let the deck exist to some extent. PETA, the horse is here. Yeah, I see it. And then there's also the idea that, you know, these cards shouldn't be part of Genesys format, but they're okay in advance. That's the differentiating factor between the formats. So yeah, big Draco Tail hits here. We got Ketu. Ketu to 15. What does this core look like now? 90 points to play Faimina. That's a lot. But Ketu's insane. I'd rather play 3 Ketu over 3 Faimina, I feel, right? For a measly 45, surely. Draco Tail Flame costing 0 is now 3, so this is relevant because maybe this might put you over 100 points if you play all of the core cards. So maybe this is like forcing you to, I assume all the traps are like this. Woohoo! Okay, only Flame is at 3 here. So Droll Lock Bird going from 5 to 25. That is unbelievable. This card is not fun to play against in any format, let alone Genesys. And Genesys being a format that has low-powered decks that can't play through Droll as easily as advanced decks. You know, in Macedo, for example, if I get Drolled, you know, I can go like Fiendsmith combo. There's other things you can do. There's not really a ton of that in Genesys. So this card is just kind of ridiculous. Staple 3 of, at least in the side, for 5 points. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. So 75 for a playset. I feel like that just has to kill the deck completely, right? I don't know what like, you'd have to be playing a 0-pointed archetype to want to justify Droll, honestly. And Biru getting 1 extra point. Interesting. I'm not sure why the difference between 5 and 6 is a functional difference, but sure. Cicada King going up to 10. I think this is a Radiant Typhoon hit here. We actually have Radiant Typhoon hits, finally. Okay, so this is the best starter. It's going to 30 if you want to play it now. They should put it to 7 next list. Yeah, dude! Radiant Typhoon Eldam also getting some points here, so 7. Totem Bird climbing up to 10 here. Generic rank 3 Wind Monster. Runic Tip. Really funny that people laughed at Runic as a deck that is quote-unquote dead in Genesys format because there's no EMZ. Weird! It turns out that Runic was still being used to do dumb things. Huh. I mean, it's not really that dumb, to be fair. It's just the synergy it had with Runic. With Radiant Typhoon was a little bit silly. So here's some new cards. Now, it seems like Heka Hands is going to be a decent deck because they're already pointing it. The deck, which is steal your guy, steal your monster, and we're getting a pre-limitation, or rather a pre-pointing on Gygas. Only for 5, though. The Fusion's getting 10 here. And we've even got some Cool Tune cards at 5. So I don't know, like, if that's going to be relevant. I mean, obviously, you can just play all of these at 3 in these new decks. You're just going to be limited in your defensive cards. So I suppose just like a nice little cautionary point is okay there. Cards that multiply excessively. Talk about multiplying excessively. We're multiplying by 10. Dodo Warrior's going from 7 to 70. Yeah, like, I appreciate that they're hitting cards that are fairly new. Like, usually these things have to go through a process of reprinting, and, like, it takes, like, a year or something to essentially fully kill a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. So, yeah, I don't know. I think, like, Radiant Typhoon overstayed its welcome, or probably should have had some points associated with it, probably in the last points list. But I guess they're kind of doing that now with the Hecka Hands and Cool Tunes. I don't think they've got enough, really, but we'll see how good they actually are. Oh, Jesus. What? Is K9 even a deck anymore? 60 for replace at a case. The Jongler's 33. What the... Ripper 30. Oh, wow. This is... What? So can you play, like, one case? And, like, Ripper and... Izuna Lupus without, like... Jeez. We got Magician Souls at 15, Circular to 50. How is a Cyburst deck getting hits in Genesys format? That's amazing. Were they, like, what, using it to turbo Rongo? Because it lets you just no normal summon required go into a rank 4 for free. That's pretty much it. Onomat was using it for rank 4 slop. One card rank 4 for 0 points sounds pretty damn alluring, doesn't it? It's amazing, right? Like, Cyburst cards are getting hits in a format without Cyburst cards, Cyburst decks. That's impressive. Cards yet that insulate turn 1 combos. Yeah, tell me about it. What deck was maining Regulus? Is this like an Aeneacraft hit of sorts? There's some, like... Lokai? Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Any machine deck? I mean, were they doing well? I don't recall seeing a ton of machine decks doing good. I have bad news about Aeneacraft. Yeah, I figured it was an Aeneacraft hit, right? Crossout Designator to 20 is very, very good. Crossout's a weird card in Genesys because in order to play the good targets for it, you have to assign points to your cards, right? Because you have to play all the what's it called? Aeneas or Pens? Yeah, but can you, like, just bend them into the grave somehow? They may be a bit banned. No. Listen, Genesys format being a pendulum exclusive archetype is what I may have forgotten here, okay? Shut the hell up. Crossout Designator, go to 20, 60 for the playset. It's a weird card because you have to put in targets for it, so that's just a lot of points there. Rafflesia to 20. Aren't these hits on Duty Ass getting a little bit excessive? Like 15 on the Circular, Dodo at 70. Like, you just probably just don't play... Well, I mean... You want to play one because it's searchable. But, like, ugh. You just have to, like, not play this. You got you got Rafflesia going to 20. Towers Monsters, Liger Dancer to 51. It's impressive that this was 0. Liger Dancer is one of those cards where, like, I mean, it's not, like, fun gameplay, but if you can Liger Dancer, maybe that's, like, okay. 2 Liger Dancer is like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Right? Almost 6-7, by the way. 31 to 68. Why even? Why? Like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure this was increased in the last hit to 31. I'm sure it was even lower than that. Now it's at 68. It's just like, just kill it. Like, has anyone sat down across Morongo and thought this was a good game? Why even allow it to be remotely viable? It's just so dumb. Magnus at 33. This deck was putting up some hands, apparently. So, Magnus is not the most powerful, like, Towers monster. It's 10 years old at this point, but, I mean, with the new support, it's pretty easy to get this out, apparently. It's not just the fact that it's a towers monster. It's like its mistake as well, which is kind of ridiculous. You know? And I think it's non-responsive. Responsive. Is it a spell speed 4 spin? Shuffle a card on the field into the deck. Doesn't target, by the way. I thought it could make it be unrespondable, but yeah, it's crazy. X Pearly Noir at 33. Look, if Pearly wants to like be a deck, that's fine, but it's also just like this is not fun gameplay. I don't know. Like generally, towers monsters don't incorporate like very interesting strategies. I don't know. I just don't think it's that interesting. Pearly cards are getting nerfed. So this is kind of cool, right? Like I do appreciate that they're letting you have some Pearly cards. They're just telling you like, okay, well. Either, like, don't play this type of Pearly, or if you do play this type of Pearly, then, you know, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of your defensive cards for it, which is kind of relevant because Pearly does sort of need defensive cards. It kind of, like, that's how it sort of functions, is the synergies between itself and its non-engine. Gaga Girl to 15. Yeah, I don't know if this shit's playable, right? Big Gabummer! Big Gabummer! We've got Gabonga going to 15. Grand entrance down, though. So this is probably just a way to stop people bridging, because it's generic for some reason. Dragon Drive at 15. Punk cards are slowly getting points. I mean, they were at 0. They dropped, I think, E-Telly a little bit, but then they bumped up Foxy Tune in the last one. Not Foxy Tune. The E-Telly from hand guy. What's her name? The level 8. And now they've got Dragon Drive to 15. So 1 Dragon Drive plus 3 of the other one, I think gives that deck like 40-ish points or something. Galaxy Photon Dragon. What was this being used for? Add a Photon or Galaxy card. Light is special to your field. Target one of those. Its level becomes 4 or 8. What was this used for? It's probably not because Photon was good. Just to add any Tachyon card. That's a Photon or Galaxy, and I guess one of those gets you to the Tachyon. Nash Knight to 15. So... It's kind of like a Canine hit? Why are we putting Zenmighty down to 15, dude? Like... Wind-Up's ever done anything interesting and fun? Wind-Up Hunt... Oh, okay, great. So, nerf Hunter, but buff Zenmighty. Okay, sure. So, you can play Zenmighty if you really want to. You just can't use Hunter. Alan Bershin up to 20 as well. And then we've got Primera. Themes that weren't tempting. Okay, so could we get some Sword Soul buffs, please? Ninjas. Okay, Maizen's costing nothing now. We're bringing down the ninjas. Wait. They weren't tempting. Why are they nerfing Deception? Interesting. Snake Eye Ash to 0. Poplar. Activate your Poplar. Special summon Poplar. Oh, Subterror. Levian here. Someone will make Dragon Link playable in this format. Trust me. Acetases? What? Dojo? These cards were on the points list? That's crazy. Voiceless. Nadir. Ooh, that's a dangerous one. What? They're nerfing Labyrinth? No one was playing this. Oh my god. Okay, but, big welcome. So, you can play 3 big welcome and 1 lady if you really want to. Interesting. Okay, wait, hold up. How many of these can we play? We could play like 2 big welcome, 40 plus 1 big welcome, 1 welcome is 40 plus 40 is 80, so we can play 1 more of these if you really want to. The problem is like the furnitures. I think the furnitures are 0, right? But rollback is 7. If you really want to play Genesis Labyrinth with rollback, you basically just can't play like multiples of these. Regis is at 10. Is this like a Draco Tail? This must be like a Draco Tail hit, right? Ooh! Ladies Dragon Maid. Okay, Dragon Maid buffs is cool because that deck was kind of not really good enough. So I'm happy to see Dragon Maid getting some love. Tidying to 5. Sword Soul Emergence to 10. Moyi cost nothing! If my girl and Moyi drown it, you can catch me at the Sword Soul Emergence getting 10 points on my Genesis deck list. This is a joke. Why do these cards still have hits? Like, no one is playing Teni. Like, listen, I've tried to fishbowl some Sword Soul in Genesis. Like, it doesn't... Like, these don't really do that much, man. Denglong down to 20. Charged Light Brigade for 25. Wandering Griffin Rider. Ooh. Adventure Engine being a little bit scary now. Because you can shove it into... it was a deck that I saw people talking about that this deck was going to be good in. But the problem card of the deck, I suppose, is Griffin. So now you can play Aramacer for free with Enchantress. I feel like these cards should have some points. I don't know. I think 5 is healthy. I don't think they should be 0. Gladbeast Tame. Someone at Konami just thinks Gladbeast is the most broken deck in history, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, someone over there just is a strong believer that Gladbeast is the greatest deck in history. Okay, they're nerfing all the other cards, though, so... 80, though? That's insane. Like, what the hell? Salvador up to 5. Inclusion getting buffed, though. Smyger costing nothing with this Vern. That's pretty good. Fallen in the Virtuous, 40. Pretty sure anyone could have seen this coming, but 07. Oh, so that means the branded hits can be rolled back. Oh, the brandy's eating good tonight. Oh, guys, they fixed your deck. Well done. Albion down to 5. Titaniclad is free. Iron Dash is free. Grangadol free. Brigand free. Why are we rewarding these people? Why are we letting them have a good time? I don't want branded players to be happy. Come on, dude. What's fair? Gladbeast, Tamer, or Rongo? Wait, hold on. That's like really ridiculous. This card is more expensive than Rongo Miniad. What's Rongo? 86 or something they said? No, 68. 68. So 68 versus 80. This card is better than Rongo Miniad, apparently. Unbelievable. Incoming Machine is now free. But they've nerfed this one. So this is the Omni, I think, if you want to play like a small Metamorph engine. This guy's going to cost you 33. The Sublimation cards. What decks can really play this? I mean, you could play this in Dragon Maid. You could play it in... I think you can maybe even... I think you can play this in Draco Tail if you really want. For like spicing it up. Generic housekeeping. Assault Synchron to 1. Change of Heart to 7. Snatch Steel down. Daruma Cannon. Impulse. Spiral. Duality. Foolish Amphibian going up. Prem to 3. Please always keep points on Prem, please. Monster Reborn having like 5 points is really funny, dude. Dimension Fusion down. Return to 4. Dude, return could be 0. I promise you this card's useless. Alright, well. Interesting stuff. Hopefully we'll run a tournament next week. Hopefully. Because I really want to see how this unfolds. The only Genesis gameplay that I really get to see is whenever we do tournaments. Even if I wanted to go to locals, I don't think we have like any Genesis stuff locally. So I don't play Genesis, but as a former Toxic Rongo player, I don't understand why they just don't make it 100 points. Otherwise, seems like fine enough changes. What they did was murder every deck that could make Rongo hard made, and also Gossip Shadow 70. So that's also not an option. We can safely assume the format is rotating. This is like also just putting the cart before the horse, or whatever the term is. Like. Okay, so anytime a rank 4 deck in Yu-Gi-Oh shows up, like, they can probably use wrong. Like, just ban the Rongo, right? Like, former Toxic Rongo yeah, it's like, you know, Alcohol's Anonymous. I'm wondering why they just didn't bump Rongo to 100. They finally killed Droll for good. Time to pick up my Vernasolf Naturia. Yeah, sure, buddy. Summary, Droll is dead. Okay, who asked for the summary? These changes are amazing. Big W. K9, the Great Point Collector. Dodo Warrior to 70 is funny. They could make ritual support a lot more cheaper. We can't afford consistency in this format. How's the Genesis balance the only one Konami gets right? They don't even try it, the other ones. Okay, to be fair, just as a random note, I suppose, because I didn't really give too much personal input, this all seems very good, ultimately. The most important thing that I want to see going forward is, like, how they address new decks. And so... it really just depends how good, like, these things pan out. Where are they at? The Cool Tunes and the Hekahans. It'll be interesting to see just how much they do to, like, curb power difference for these cards going forward. Oh, Di-Fi is 0 points? That's definitely incorrect. That's just wrong. Oh, well. Like I said, join the Discord. There is very likely going to be a Discord tournament next weekend for Genesis, so hopefully we'll organize that and get it set up. It'll be free to enter, etc. Next weekend is, what, 27, 28? little gap between Christmas, New Year. That should be a decent time to do a tournament if we have one. So, bye!